Hello bachcho, let's read this question. The question says, round off each of the following to three significant figures. 8.314 into 10 to the power 7 ergs per Kelvin per mole. So there's this number that is expressed in the scientific notation and we have to round it off to three significant figures. देखते हैं इस क्वेश्चन को. इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के लिए जो की कंसेप्ट यूज होगा that is the rounding off of decimal points. Rounding off decimal numbers, or we can say numbers after the decimal point. So question में जो number given है that is expressed in a scientific notation, that is 8.314 into 10 to the power 7 ergs per Kelvin per mole. The units have nothing to do with this question, so it's just mentioned here. And in this 8.314 has four significant figures. ये सारे non-zero digits है और ये सारे digits, that is 8, 3, 1, 4, all four of these digits are significant because they are non-zero digits. It has four significant figures, and according to the significant figures rule, जो ये exponential part of this scientific notation है, that is 10 to the power 7, this exponential part is not significant according to the rules for the significant figures. एक्सपोनेंशियल पार्ट जो होता है किसी भी साइंटिफिक नोटेशन का, उसके नंबर्स जो है वो सिग्निफिकेंट नहीं होते, जबकि ओनली द डेसिमल पार्ट और ओनली द पार्ट दैट इज बिफोर द exponential part is considered according to the rule of the significant figures. यहाँ पर ये सारे digits, ये चारों digits जो है वो non-zero digits है, इसलिए यहाँ पर it has four significant figures. अब हमें इस number को four significant figures से we have to express it to three significant figures, which is asked in the question. So what we are going to do is we have to round it off to three significant figures. अब अगर ऐसा कोई डिजिट हमें गिवन है, ऐसा कोई डिजिट हमें गिवन है और इसको हमें राउंड ऑफ करना है, when we have to round off this, there are certain rules. Okay, now when we have to round it off to three significant figures, we are going to omit the last digit here, that is we are going to omit this 4, which is the last digit, to change it to three significant figures, right? And now when we come to rounding off of a decimal point, what we do is, suppose in this question, after the 8.31 there is a 4. अगर ये digit 5 से ज़्यादा होता तब हम इस 1 के साथ +1 करके इसे round off करके 8.32 लिख सकते थे. But since this is a 4, the immediate next digit is 4, that is less than 5. Let me write it this way. The immediate next digit, the immediate next digit after the decimal point is less than 5. So we are not going to add +1. So we are not going to add +1 to the rounding off of the other part of the figure or to the number. So when we are talking about 8.314, if we round it off to three significant figures, the answer will be just 8.31. यहाँ पर ये जो आंसर होगा, after rounding off to three significant figures, the answer would be 8.31, because the immediate next digit after this 1 is 4. So we cannot add 1 to the 8.31 value because the immediate next number is less than 5. If it was greater than 5, if it was 8.316 or if it was 8.317 or something like that, we would have rounded it off to 8.312. We would have rounded it off by adding a 1 to the last number of this 8.31. That is, we will add a 1 to the 8.31. 1 we will add to this one and make it 8.32. But in this case, we are not going to do so because the last digit, the immediate next digit is 4, which is less than 5. So the correct answer to your question is 8.31. When we round it off to 3 significant figures, it would be 8.31, and the entire number is 8.31 into 10 to the power 7. Let me write it clearly for you. So we can write that rounding it off to 3 significant figures, we have 8.31 into 10 to the power 7 ergs per Kelvin per mole. This is the required आंसर टू द क्वेश्चन. यहाँ पर ये जो 8.31 पार्ट है, दिस इज सिग्निफिकेंट, दिस हैज 3 significant figures, whereas this exponential part of this particular scientific notation is not significant. That is, we can say that it has 0 significant figures. So this is your answer. I hope आपको समझ आ गया हो. Best of luck.